आज Hadoop Summit 2014 में, which is kind of very exciting event. मेरे लिए इस event में IT और information technology से related बातों के अलावा सबसे मजे की बात ये भी है, you know, I actually loved it. So event में दूसरी चीज़ों के अलावा मुझे ये भी बहुत पसंद आया. But this is not what I'm going to show you in the entire segment. मैं आपकी मुलाकात करवा रही हूँ एक से बड़े एक अपनी फील्ड के बड़े आदमी से. From writer to author to developers to head of departments, there is a lot of it in the segment. So keep watching. बहुत सारी बातें आपको दिखाएंगे, देखते रहिए. So right, we're here at the Hadoop Summit 2014 और इस summit में मुख्तलिफ data management companies, IT specialists, बहुत सारे लोग मौजूद हैं. लेकिन फ़िलहाल हम मौजूद हैं Teradata के managing director खुर्रम राहत साहब के साथ. कुछ बात करते हैं क्या है ये company, इस summit से वो क्या expect कर रहे हैं, and lot more. अस्सलाम वालेकुम. कैसे हैं आप खुर्रम साहब?
जी अल्लाह का शुक्र है, ठीक ठाक.
तो Hadoop Summit 2014 and Teradata. What is Teradata actually?
जी, Teradata is a company which specializes in the analysis of data, creating an environment where organization-wide data can be brought in, the detail level data, and then creating an environment where the business users can actually access data in the way where they can manage it, manipulate it, and take meaningful decisions, do meaningful analysis and take meaningful actions based on the facts. So it's all about empowering users to take decisions based on facts, not just gut feeling. So which is a big thing.
What if data analysis होता है कि what if this, what if that? You guys actually are doing that.
This is what our forte is, allowing them to look at information, data, and slice and dice data and see what, not only just do what if analysis, but try to look for the hidden patterns in the data, especially with the explosion of data because of the large customer base. It becomes very difficult for organizations and decision makers कि वो individual level पे data देखें, and that's where Teradata comes in. It creates an environment which basically helps nurture fact-based decision making.
So Teradata actually creates a data management system for the companies with larger transactions.
Gee, absolutely. It's a whole solution which is based on a hardware platform, the database platform. It is based on industry-specific logical data models, which are like the blueprints on which you base the organization. And the key thing is it's based on the how the business is run. The blueprint is based on the way the business is run, not how the IT is driven. So it's more focused around the business rather than the technology.
Okay. Achha, so we are here at the Hadoop Summit 2014. How do you think that this summit is going to promote Teradata?
I think जो हमारा सबसे important मकसद इस conference में होने का है इसके पाकिस्तान में awareness create की जाए about the importance of data, the importance of analysis, importance of getting competitive edge as a result of using data, using facts. तो उसी पर्सपेक्टिव से टेराडेटा का इस तरह की कॉन्फ्रेंसेस के साथ जो है कोऑपरेट करना, असिस्ट करना बड़ा नेचुरल है, बिकॉज वी आर अ कंपनी विच वाज स्पेसिफिकली डेवलप्ड with the view to enable organization take look at the data, look at their customer, develop better understanding about the data, using the data about the customers, developing insights, use them to develop strategies and then actually action it and then feedback the data back into the systems. So it's a continuous process of iterative improvement.
Achha, okay, one more question. You talked about larger transactions, more number of transactions, which is like directly proportional to the size of the organization. So does that mean कि एक छोटी सी organization के लिए data management उतनी important नहीं है?
No, absolutely ऐसी बात नहीं है. डेटा की इम्पोर्टेंस चाहे कंपनी का साइज़ छोटा हो या बड़ा हो, it is not the size of data which matters, it is essentially the meaningful analysis you can do from the data. So that is what the key factor to consider it. और अब ये जो big data की बात आती है तो it's not just the size of data, it's essentially the different types of data. जो हम veracity की बात करते हैं कि जी digitalization हो रही है तो audio, video, then non-structured data जो relational databases हैंडल करते हुए देयर इज़ अ लिमिटेशन. सो वी टॉक अबाउट कि जी ये ट्वीट्स हो रही हैं फेसबुक की पेजेस के ऊपर. एब्सोल्युटली. सो बिग डेटा इज़ ऑल अबाउट इंश्योरिंग कि जी अब जो डिफरेंट डेटा जनरेट हो रहा है अक्रॉस द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, organizations should be able to harness their data and use it to their advantage.
Okay. Thank you so much, Khurram Saab, for talking to us. That was Khurram Rahat Saab, the Managing Director of Teradata. Hadoop Summit 2014, there's lots more to it. Stay tuned. Alright, at the Hadoop Summit 2014, एक से बड़े एक बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग लोगों से मेरी मुलाकात हो रही है. फिलहाल मेरे साथ हैं एक ऐसी हस्ती जो कि इंटरनेशनली चेंज का आइडिया लेकर मुख्तलिफ ममालिक में घूमने वाले हैं. स्टार्ट उन्होंने पाकिस्तान से किया है. चेंज इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीडरशिप एंड बिजनेस. आखिर चेंज का कॉन्सेप्ट और आइडिया इनका क्या है, कुछ इन्हीं से जानते हैं. टॉकिंग अबाउट डॉक्टर फ्रैंक. हेलो, हाउ आर यू?
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm so happy to see you here.
Glad to be here.
Alright, I just got to know about this book, The Leadership with a Grip.
Yes.
And you're actually having this idea of change in terms of business and leadership.
Exactly.
You're starting off from Pakistan.
Yes.
Why?
Well, I think Pakistan, they're ready. They're mature.
Okay.
They have the IQ for change. You know, there's two types of change. There's the change where people want things to be better, but they don't want things to be different. Okay? And then there's the change where it focuses on why you do the change. And that's change to create a healthy and new growth to excellence.
Okay, so Hadoop Summit 2014. How do you think this platform is somewhat related to change in business and leadership? How do you see that?
Well, let me start. That change starts with the founder. Okay, Rashid Jamal, who is a mentor of mine, okay, who I took under my wing about maybe 5 months ago, and we talked about some of the things that he thought he could do differently. Okay, to bring about change. He read about change in my book, and it sort of stimulated and inspired him. And so my challenge to him, being his mentor, is okay, what can you change? And so I started throwing out ideas, and I says, well, here in the States, big data is a really big initiative. And so he said, well, you know something? He went away, he did some research. He came back and said, big data is an up-and-coming thing, and I think Pakistan has an appetite for it because we do have some companies that are very successful with it.
Of course. Pakistan is actually a growing market for a lot of things.
Exactly.
Okay, so you are a global strategic hustler.
Yes.
Tell us more about it. What is actually a hustler and what is this global? Because, fancy terms, they do sound fancy.
Yes.
And they do involve some really hardcore work.
Yes,
so we really want to know what is it.
Yes. Well, what I'm talking about is I'm really talking about an attitude.
Okay.
When you look at a hustler is a determined person, okay, who's focused on succeeding. Okay. And so you have two different types. You have the street hustler and you have the strategic hustler.
Okay.
The strategic hustler is more well educated. They're more focused. They focus on building bridges.
Okay.
They understand the saying that leader of one, leader of many. If you can't lead one, you can't lead any.
Okay.
And so there's a strategy behind everything that they do.
Of course. All right. So you guys are there to provide solutions, strategic solutions to people out there.
Exactly.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to me. And this book sounds really interesting. Seems interesting.
Oh yes.
And I'll definitely read it. Would you like to sign it for me?
I most certainly would.
Thank you. My name is Tehreem. Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Tehreem Muniba. On behalf of Dawn News, I'm here to actually present a little presentation. I won't take much of your time. We are here at the Hadoop Summit 2014 talking about information technology, the technological updates and everything that deals with the modern world. There comes my channel on whose behalf I'm here. I'm representing my channel, that is Dawn News, the most trusted, reliable and a channel which provides its viewers with the most credible news, authentic things. Koi sansani, koi bekar baatein nahi, okay? We make sense in everything that we put on air. You just saw the promo, and why we are here is the reason because we are the only program in the television industry that talks about technology. I mean, there are like thousands, hundreds of channels. If I stop exaggerating, there must be like hundreds of channels in the television industry right now, talking about fashion, talking about songs and morning shows and everything and whatnot. But there's hardly any program that talks about information, that talks about technology, that talks about gadgets, that talks about advancement in the scientific world. I am really proud. I'm really proud when I say that my program, Spider, is the only program in the television industry in Pakistan right now that is talking about scientific things, that's talking about technology, that's talking about advancement in the world where we actually need to work harder. So we are here actually talking about Spider, and when we talk about gadgets and news and technology, I really feel really happy when I tell you that in a very short span of time we have covered a lot of great projects. Like I'm sure you have heard about that AppTech exhibition in which they showcased their young talent. A lot of youngsters came under a single roof and showed their projects they made themselves, which is really nice and a proud moment for Pakistan. We did cover projects like Bike Fire System by Salani, which was actually a charitable sort of project, no cost, and they don't actually charge any money for that. Not only that, we cover a lot of projects by the NED students, by SASAID students. This platform, this program I'm talking about, Spider, is the program where you get to promote your thing, your product. Or if I say that this right now is the only place from where you get to connect with the normal general masses watching television. What we do in a nutshell before I actually sum up my presentation is, normally when we talk about gadgets and applications and normal things that we see on TV or in the international media, we think like, all right, this is all that stuff that high-tech people talk about. What we do at Spider is we make that simple, easy, like a piece of cake and present it to our normal viewers so that they feel really easy and find all the things being shown on television sort of usable, user-friendly. So, a lot of data management companies, IT specialists, and a lot of products are here right now. And I would really like to encourage all of you to use this platform of ours, the one of its kind, to promote your projects, your products, and to make, or probably actually to pave the way to the final consumer, which is actually the target of everyone out there. Thank you so much. I won't take much of your time because the idea behind my show and my life is the shorter it is, the crisper it is, and the better we connect. Any questions, if you would like to ask me, I'll be really happy to answer. Yeah? Dr. Frank, we were talking about change in leadership, right? I would really want to know that a program of this sort, like my program Spider, do you really think that Pakistan's industry, Pakistani viewers, need such program right now? A program which actually promotes and shows things which are of the final user's needs.
Well, every country needs a program like change. It just so happens that Pakistan is proven to have an IQ for it. They have a strong appetite for innovation, and so I think the key is being able to have the IQ and then having the appetite. I always say that regardless of what kind of opportunities are presented to you, it's a very simple saying that is, you gotta want it or you ain't gonna. You gotta want to or you're not going to do it. And so, this is my second trip here, and everyone that I've met, and I've had the opportunity to talk to the students in the schools, and that really drives me because you all here are laying the foundation for them. And when I talk to the students in the school, I talk about the new Pakistan, okay? And you ought to hear the roar, in the schools. I talked to 4 schools. I had about maybe 250 students in each auditorium. And so you all have to pave the way. You all have to pave the way. You have to give back because you have an excellent school system here, and you have students that are ready, willing, and able, and they're working hard to take advantage of the groundwork that you're laying.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us. Thank you. Maybe a round of applause would do that. Thank you. All right. Two more questions because I've seen a lot of people sitting here and sort of getting a little bored if I'm not wrong. So if you mind, I coming to you and asking a few questions, would you? Would you mind? No, okay. So are you a smartphone user?
Yeah, definitely I am.
Are you? Okay, so what is your favorite application on your gadget?
It's difficult to say that.
Anyone which you use a lot, yes.
Facebook.
So any one application that you frequently use, be it Viber, WhatsApp, anything at all.
It's Facebook, I think.
Facebook, you use Facebook a lot, so you like to socialize a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so one more question. Okay, how about you? Are you interested? Okay. So, are you a smartphone user?
Yeah.
Okay, so कौन सी application है जो आप use करते हैं काफ़ी ज़्यादा या आपको बहुत पसंद है? WhatsApp बहुत ज़्यादा पसंद है. क्या नाम है आपका? फैज़ान. आप बताइएगा आपकी कौन सी favorite application है?
It's like favorite or most used?
Anything, which one, whatever you prefer.
Okay, my favorite application probably would be Edumondo.
All right, ठीक है. Any specific reason behind that?
Well,
Or are you just trying to be unique?
the thing is that basically I like running and it's an application that helps track calories.
Okay, all right. So have you heard about Line?
Line,
Yes.
L-I-N-E.
Yes. All right. So that was basically the whole idea behind asking these questions. My program deals with a special segment called as App of the Week. Normally, we are actually habitual of using all those applications which our friends and family are using. We hardly check out any new applications or hardly go on to google.com and check the most used applications of the week or the month or probably the most trending applications. कितनी दफ़ा हमने ऐसा किया होगा कि नहीं यार तू ये एप्लीकेशन यूज़ कर रहा है आज मैं जाके ज़रा देखूँ दुनिया कौन सी एप्लीकेशन यूज़ कर रही है. So basically this is what we do for you. We check out the world listings. We check out all the international ratings and everything that deals with technology. And then we come to you with this program, Spider